woman said. Although this had happened to him 9 times before, he said, "Neither do I." She clutched a box of vanilla wafers as though she might throw it in his face and run if she decided he was a walking headline. "Berserk man shoots 6 in supermarket." Nevertheless, she was enough of a good Samaritan to hang in for another exchange. "Are you all right?" No doubt he was pale. He felt as if all the blood had drained out of his face. He tried to put on a reassuring smile, knew it was a ghastly grimace, and said, "Gotta go." Turning away from his shopping cart, Jim walked out of the market into the searing August heat. The 40-degree temperature change momentarily locked the breath in his lungs. The blacktop in the parking lot was tacky in places. Sun silvered the windshields of the cars and seemed to shatter into dazzling splinters against chrome bumpers and grills. He went to his Ford. It had air conditioning, but even after he had driven across the lot and turned onto Crown Valley Parkway, the draft from the dashboard vents was refreshing only by comparison with the baking oven atmosphere in the car. He put down his window. Initially, he did not know where he was going. Then, he had a vague feeling that he should return home. Rapidly, the feeling became a strong hunch. The hunch became a conviction, and the conviction became a compulsion. He absolutely had to get home. He drove too fast, weaving in and out of traffic, taking chances, which was uncharacteristic of him. If a cop had stopped him, he would not have been able to explain his desperate urgency, for he did not understand it himself. It was as if his every move was orchestrated by someone unseen, controlling him much the way that he controlled the car. Again he told himself to flow with it, which was easy since he had no choice. He also told himself not to be afraid, but fear was his unshakable companion. When he pulled into his driveway in Laguna Niguel, the spiky black shadows of palm fronds looked like cracks in the blazing white stucco walls of his small house, as if the structure had dried out and split open in the heat. The red tile roof appeared to ripple like overlapping waves of flame. In his bedroom, sunlight acquired a coppery hue as it poured through the tinted windows. It laid a penny-colored glow in stripes across the bed and off-white carpet, alternating with bands of shade from the half-open plantation shutters. Jim switched on a bedside lamp. He didn't know he was going to pack for travel until he found himself taking a suitcase from his closet. He gathered up his shaving gear and toiletries first. He didn't know his destination or how long he would be gone, but he included 2 changes of clothes. These jobs, adventures, missions, whatever in God's name they were, usually didn't require him to be away more than 2 or 3 days. He hesitated, worried that he had not packed enough. But these trips were dangerous. Each could be his last, in which case it didn't matter whether he'd packed too much or too little. He closed the suitcase and stared at it, not sure what to do next. Then he said, "Gotta fly," and he knew. The drive to John Wayne Airport on the southeastern edge of Santa Ana took less than half an hour. Along the way, he saw subtle reminders that Southern California had been a desert before the importation of water through aqueducts. A billboard urged water conservation. Gardeners were installing low-maintenance cactus and ice plant in front of a new Southwestern-style apartment building. Between the green belts and the neighborhoods of lushly landscaped properties, the vegetation on undeveloped fields and hills was parched and brown, waiting for the kiss of a match in the trembling hand of one of the pyromaniacs, contributing to the annual devastating wildfire season. In the main terminal at the airport, travelers streamed to and from the boarding gates. The multiracial crowd belied the lingering myth that Orange County was culturally bland and populated solely by white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. On his way to the bank of TV monitors that displayed a list of arriving and departing PSA flights, Jim heard 4 languages besides English. He read the destinations from top to bottom on the monitor. The next to last city, Portland, Oregon, struck a spark of inspiration in him, and he went straight to the ticket counter.